I've been collecting stereo pictures for, well over 40 years, maybe 50 years, I don't know. I find that people like me, and there are a few of us in the world, particularly like Denis, my partner in putting this exhibition together, it comes to us and it stays with us forever. Stereoscopes are kind of not talked about in the 21st century, but we all know about 3D movies. It's the same principle, but the Victorians actually discovered it all in the space of a very few years. Stereoscopy was a huge thing in Victorian times. There were millions of stereoscopic cards made. There was no TV, there was no movies. They were the window on the world. This whole exhibition is the result of Denis Pellerin's insight. It's he who had the idea of properly investigating the relationship between these Victorian stereo photographers and the artists which influenced them. So it's all in this book, which you'll see. We have a nice stereoscopic lenticular cover, but inside the magic really happens. You can experience this relationship between the paintings and the photographs. The photographer would look at the painting and restage the whole scene in a photographic studio. The stereoscopic portrait would reflect the composition of the painting. In some cases, it's the other way around. A stereoscopic picture will inspire an artist like Millet here. The idea came from a stereographic artist. Denis was able to establish all these connections between the painters and the artists and the stories behind them, which in some cases are fascinating. This is the first time ever that this has been done, and to me it's incredibly exciting to walk into this room and see some of these paintings which have never been on view to the public in our lifetime. We have Millet, we have Maclise, William Palfrith, Derby Day. That's an incredible painting. I think it gives us a great insight into the Victorians' mentality. It's funny that this miracle of our brains is taken for granted. We see with one eye quite well, but with two eyes we see so much more. Our brain is every second of our life putting these two pictures together, which are different, interpreting them and building a three-dimensional picture in our heads. I still don't understand why 3D isn't everywhere, because as a means of representation, 3D is so much more evocative. You're looking at real people. You're not looking at somebody's impression of a person, you are looking at a person. Sometimes I get quite overcome by the fact that you feel like you're in the room with these people.